Hey there, welcome to this week's episode. Imagine that you have been stuck in traffic for about 3 hours after having a meeting with your boss that did not go well. You're super tired, you're upset, and you cannot wait to come home and just relax, right? You come home and say hello to your twin or teen child who's playing video games, and who knows how long they've been playing video games. You only hear crickets. You say hello, no response, and you say hi again. You're like, hey, and your child simply says, I've heard you the first time, and I am not in the mood for this. I know you're probably super mad. Your heart is probably pounding like 100 miles an hour. Your blood is just boiling, and you are about to explode. But before you do that, check out the 2 tips I am sharing with you in this week's episode. Hey, welcome back to Parenting Hacks with Dr. Yanina. And in this show, I share 1 or 2 tips or hacks or strategies to help you have a healthier and stronger relationship with your preteen or teen. And I also talk about all the different issues that are related to raising preteens and teens. So in this week's episode, I'm going to be sharing with you 2 tips to help you diffuse your tweens and teens meltdowns before you lose your cool. But I'm going to be kind of focusing on you, what you can do to help diffuse these meltdowns. And this is actually part 2 of a 2-video series. So if you have not done so yet, go back and check out last week's episode in which I also share 2 tips to help you face this situation in a healthier way. So don't forget, if you haven't done so yet, go back and watch that episode. So in this week's episode, I'm going to be sharing with you 2 more tips. So I'm not going to take more time out of you. So let's dive into my first tip. So my first tip for the week is to play smart. And you're probably wondering, okay, what do you mean by that? Well, the truth is that sometimes it's better to address the issue at a later time. Whatever is happening at this moment, sometimes it's good to just wait until things calm down and we all get cooler, and you might get a better outcome when you do it that way. If you want to ask for a salary raise to your boss, I'm sure that you're not going to be going to your boss to ask for a salary raise when he or she is super mad or upset or stressed out, or when you are upset or stressed out, because you know that if you do that at that specific moment, the results might not be the ones that you are looking for. So you wait until the right time to come to your boss and ask for that salary raise, right? The same idea or principle goes when it comes to dealing with your children's mood swing. Obviously, they're going through something that we don't know. They're upset or they're angry or they're not feeling good. There's something obviously that is going on. Otherwise, they will not react the way that they reacted toward you. And if you try to find out what's going on at that specific moment, the results might not be the best one, because they will probably be, more upset that you're asking, or they might just blow out, or who knows. And I'm not saying that we're not going to be correcting that behavior. Well, I'm going to get to that in a moment. But what I'm saying is that if we want to help them, if we want to find out what's going on and help them and correct the behavior, then we should wait until things are calmer in order for us to be able to do that. Because when they're calmer, when you're calmer and your child is calmer, your child will likely be more receptive to what you have to say. And once things are calmer, then you can bring up the issue. And it might be at a later time. It might have to wait overnight. It might have to wait a couple hours. You know your child better than anyone else. So whatever works for you best. But I really encourage you to just play smart. Don't try to correct the behavior there or bombard your child with guilty feelings for being disrespectful at that moment, because they will probably shut down. They are not going to listen to what you have to say. You want them to be receptive, which is why I'm asking you to wait until both of you are calmer and you can have a good conversation about it and address that situation, address the issue, and possibly, share with your child the way you feel when he or she reacts that way. So that's tip number one. And tip number two is avoid ignoring the behavior. I said to hold on and wait a little longer to address the behavior, but I never said to ignore the behavior. That behavior needs to be addressed. It cannot be ignored. You not only want to express to your child the consequence or consequences for her choices, but you also want to correct that behavior. And when you ignore it, what happens is that you're saying that it's okay for them to have meltdowns, it's okay for them to be disrespectful, and there's no consequences for that behavior. So that's the problem with ignoring the behavior, that we are sending the wrong message and we are empowering our children to do what is not right, to be disrespectful and to do what is wrong. And that's why we cannot avoid the behavior. It's important that we take the time to address it at the right time. Another thing that I want to talk about, which I heard some moms do this, and it really breaks my heart when I hear moms saying this to their children, is that the whole idea is when they do the wrong thing or they are disrespectful, then the mom tells the child, you know what, wait until your dad comes home. I'm going to tell him all about it and he's going to take care of you. I understand that you are stressed out. I understand that sometimes things just get crazy. But when you tell your child that, you're basically sending their message that they don't need to respect you, that they don't need to do what you ask them to do, because obviously you don't have the authority to do it, because you're telling your child that you're going to tell the father when he comes home. So if this is something that you have done in the past, please, please, please stop doing that. Don't threaten them by telling them that you're going to tell dad when he comes home and he will take care of it, because you're really, really putting your authority down. They're not going to respect you anymore. They're not going to see you as a mom. They're not going to care when they disrespect you because you are not in charge, or at least you are not an adult in their heads. So please, please never, ever do that again. Address the issue as soon as possible, but at the right moment. So let's recap this week's episode. The first one that I share with you is to play smart, find the right time so your child is receptive to your teaching. And the second one is avoid ignoring it. You got to take care of the matter as soon as possible. There you have it, Mom. These are my 2 tips for this week. For more tips like this, I invite you to get your own copy of my book, Moms Don't Quit, where you can find it in Barnes & Noble. You can order it in Amazon, online. So again, I'm always so excited that you tune into this show, and I hope that this series has been helpful to you. And if you have another tip that has helped you diffuse your teens' mood swings, or help you calm yourself down and react to your teens' mood swings in a positive way, go ahead and share it below under the video. I would love to hear from you. So until my next episode, I wish you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.